Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are bringing to you an expose done by Times Now's special investigative team, Priyank Tripathi, who has cracked every big story on this investigation. Today comes up with this candid camera, this sting operation on the head of the forensic team in Mumbai. And this gives you the reason why nothing was found in the autopsy report. 12 hours delay in the starting of the autopsy is what the forensic team head tells Priyank in this candid camera that he did in the forensic lab this evening. Listen in to the details and how the 12 hours loss in time could mean that very important information may have been lost forever. The details of the toxics in the body, the details of chemicals in the body, the details of even alcohol in the body may have been lost due to the delay. The question is, why the delay? Listen in to this sting operation.
Final word has to come from you.
Yes, of course.
तुम्ही त्याच्याशी बोलूच नका त्याला पत्र देऊन जाऊ द्या त्याला बस काय बोलू नका
Man can lie, but facts
पत्र
not.
देऊन टाकून जाऊ द्या मोऱ्यांना काहीच बोलू नका
Our motto is only that man can lie, but
काय और हमारे कुछ साइंटिफिक प्रूफ होता है सर इसमें कुछ नहीं हो जो है वो इमीडिएट दे दिया
तो क्या आया सर इसमें?
उसमें तो क्या सुशांत का तो बहुत दिन हो गए दे दिया हमने
हाँ।
तो कुछ मिला नहीं था वो दे दिए थे हमने
कोई केमिकल वेमिकल नहीं है ना सर?
नहीं अभी जनरल रहता है वो रिपोर्ट तो हो गया सर
हाँ
तो गया पहुंच गया
So some people say that he was addict also. So has it
तो
come?
क्या होता है सर अभी समझो मैं अल्कोहल लिया अभी और मेरा अभी 2 घंटे के अंदर सैंपल लिया तो ठीक है 6 घंटे के बाद ले गए तो नया आएगा ना कुछ मैं खुद 2 सैंपल में पी लिए तो भी नया आएगा 6 घंटे उनको टाइम लगता है
So what I know 30 ml 3 hours. Like body में 30 ml आप लोग ज्यादा पता होगा. जो हम लोग को बात करते करते आप लोग के रैप से पता है कि 30 ml जो है 3 hours तक वो डाइल्यूट हो जाता है the person in the
मेटाबॉलिक्स होते हैं
सर
तो वो एक्चुअली वो चीज नहीं रहते चेंजेस तो होते हैं सर तो 6 घंटे के बाद मिलता नहीं कुछ चीजें बहुत सारे ऐसा होता है जब लाइव पर्सन होता है तो उसमें बहुत प्रॉब्लम है जो अनलाइव है उसमें ठीक है उसमें कुछ नहीं होता है नॉन बायोलॉजिकल में बट बायोलॉजिकल में तो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल क्या अभी लिए इमीडिएट अभी अल्कोहल इन्होंने हमारे सामने लिए मिला क्यों नहीं तो उसके ये है ना रिस्ट्रिक्शन है ना
नहीं ना मैं पीएम रिपोर्ट की कॉपी पढ़ा था 60 ml ऑफ जो टिपिकल चॉकलेट कलर और जो डार्क कलर फ्लूइड मिलता है उसमें कुछ नहीं का सर एडमिट
नहीं उन्होंने आई एम नॉट इंचार्ज ऑफ टॉक्सिकोलॉजी इंचार्ज ऑफ होल महाराष्ट्र बट हियर इन टॉक्सिकोलॉजी दे आर डूइंग ऑल द एक्सपेरिमेंट्स और बाद में रिपोर्ट दिया जाता है रिपोर्ट निगेटिव रिपोर्ट 1 मिनट में नहीं दिया जाता पॉजिटिव रिपोर्ट हो जाता है इमीडिएट कुछ मिल गया कि इमीडिएट देके वो बिल्कुल केस खत्म कर देते तो निगेटिव के लिए बहुत काम करना पड़ता सर हर चीज दोबारा देखना पड़ता और ऐसे केस में तो हम बहुत सारा देखते हैं
तो क्या क्या देख रहे होंगे सर अभी आप
अभी वोलेटाइल पॉइजन होता है इनऑर्गेनिक पॉइजन होता है ऑर्गेनिक पॉइजन स्टेजेस होते हैं पॉइजन के तो वैसे वैसे स्टेज में जाते हैं हम पहले वोलेटाइल पॉइजन सब देखते हैं इसमें कुछ डिस्टिलेट करके डिस्टिलेशन में कुछ वोलेटाइल पॉइजन मिलता है क्या तो उसका पहले सब चेकिंग करके बाद में फिर इनऑर्गेनिक पॉइजन होते हैं सो मेनी वो इनऑर्गेनिक पॉइजन देखते हैं फिर बाद में ऑर्गेनिक देखते हैं प्लांट पॉइजन देखते हैं लास्ट में इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन के लिए लगाया जाता है सब वो इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन में तो कुछ हो ना हो मिलता है होगा
तो अभी इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन वाले चीज में पहुंचे हम लोग
सब हो गया मतलब रिपोर्ट भी चले गए उससे
अच्छा
हमने जो रिपोर्ट दिया हमारा रिपोर्ट दे दिया और हमारे रिपोर्ट में हम बिल्कुल मैं जैसा भी आपको ISTR का बताया उसी टाइम हम कंफर्म है हमारे रिपोर्ट से आप कहीं भी चेक कर
क्या है क्या लिखा
नहीं मिला ना कुछ उसमें नेगेटिव रिपोर्ट है
नेगेटिव क्या चीज का नेगेटिव है
तो पॉइजन ड्रग्स वगैरह जो कुछ हमारा प्रोटीन एनालिसिस होता है
और वो जो ये गले का जो
वो अलग है वो डॉक्टर बताएगी हिस्टोपैथोलॉजी बताएगी वो हमारा नहीं सब्जेक्ट होता है
अच्छा आपके इसमें जो गुजरा में था जो
हमने रिपोर्ट दे दिया
Well, that was the head of forensics clearly telling you that after 6 hours, it is very difficult to find out traces of what caused the death because no toxins, no chemicals, no alcohol remain in the body. And the inconsistencies in the autopsy report once again come to the fore, and that becomes the big story at this point in time. Who delayed the autopsy? And did the death really take place at 12:30 on 14th of June? Or did it happen earlier? Are the 3 people in the house at that time hiding something? That's the question that arises. Now let's go across to Sushant Singh Rajput's friend who's given his testimony. Times Now has spoken to Ram Naresh Divakar, who is an actor, who says that this is a murder, not a suicide. Sushant once threw away his phone on the sets of Sonchiriya. Somebody called him, he says, and he got very depressed. I don't know who called him. Once again, this testimony raises the question, was this a murder? Was something being hidden? And who was wanting to hide this? Listen in to Ram Naresh Divakar.
मुझे पता लगा कि आप सुशांत के साथ आपने काम किया है सोनचिरैया मूवी में और हाल ही में रिलीज हुई थी सोनचिरैया। तो पहली चीज तो मतलब क्या आप एकदम फिट थे सुशांत और कोई ऐसे डिप्रेशन के ट्रेट या ऐसे कुछ आपको दिखे थे?
कभी नहीं मुझे वो कभी ना ऐसा पहले लगा। जब मेरी आखिरी तक भी बात होती रहती थी कभी के अंदर से ऐसी आवाज नहीं दिखी मुझे या बोलते हुए दिखा कि वो कभी डिप्रेशन में हो, कभी नहीं लगा मुझे।
सर ये आपसे समझना चाहते हैं, आप ये इतनी तमाम चीज मीडिया में भी देख रहे हैं, सीबीआई इस पूरे मामले की जांच कर रही है, परिवार ने सीधा आरोप रिया चक्रवर्ती पे लगाया है, उनके परिवार पे लगाया, तमाम चीजें हैं। क्या आप इस बात को मानते हैं कि ये सुसाइड था?
सुसाइड नहीं है,
सुसाइड नहीं है।
मैं नहीं मानता दूर दूर तक कि वो लड़का सुसाइड कर ले।
अच्छा, तो फिर क्या हो सकता है? क्योंकि आप उनके करीबियों को भी जानते होंगे, बातचीत होती होगी, क्या कुछ बातें हैं जो आपके संज्ञान में?
मैं जो ये अभी पिछले 1 साल के जो लोग हुए मैं उनसे किसी से टच में नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि इनके आने के बाद तो मेरा भी कनेक्शन कट ऑफ।
अच्छा, आपका भी कट ऑफ हो गया था?
मेरा भी कनेक्शन कट। अब देखिए ना आप कि इन्हीं के आने के बाद ये जो आए हैं लोग, इसके साथ खा रहे हैं, पी रहे हैं, बैठ रहे हैं, ये खुद ही मीडिया से भाग रहे हैं। अगर आप उसके साथ कह रहे आपने तो नमक खाया है, कम से कम नमक हलाली तो मत कीजिए। ईडी ने जो पूरी स्टेटमेंट निकाली है, ये ऐसा कौन सा इंसान है कि आपको ट्रांसफर कर देगा बेफिजूल में पैसा?
पैसे तो बहुत बड़ी तादाद में ट्रांसफर हुए ईडी और
एग्जैक्टली। सर घर पहले होता है ना। आप मैं एक चीज बोलता हूँ, आप उनकी वाइफ नहीं थी, आप उनके इतनी क्लोज नहीं थी कि सारा पैसा कमा के आपको दें जी। परिवार भी बड़ा है ना जी, परिवार पहले आएगा कि आप पहले आएंगे। पिताजी, मैंने के अंकल की स्टेटमेंट पढ़ी, के अंकल ने बोला कि मुझे फ्लाइट का टिकट करा दो। कौन सा बाप अपने बेटे से मिलने के लिए एक मिन्नतें लग रही है उसमें कि मेरे को मिलने आना है, टिकट करा दो।
श्रुति और रिया दोनों को मैसेज किया था।
एग्जैक्टली। क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं आप? तो सर दाल में काला नहीं, पूरी दाल काली है तो दुनिया को दिख गया अभी। सोनचिड़िया तो मुझे नहीं पता, उसने मेरे सामने फोन बहुत तेज तोड़ फेंक के मारा था दीवार में।
अच्छा,
ये मुझे नहीं पता क्योंकि मैं भाग गया था देखिए।
And joining me this evening, Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, chairman of Nephron. Also with me is Aniket Nikam, advocate, PK Jain, former ADGP, Vikas Gupta, lawyer, Kapil Shankla, lawyer, Prateek Som, advocate. But Dr. Bagai, my first question to you. The forensic team head clearly says that anything that comes after a delay of 6 hours, it's very difficult to find anything in the toxicology report, in the forensic analysis, in the viscera, because crucial evidence was lost. Now, I want to know, Dr. Bagai, if there were drugs, if there were chemicals, would the information on this now not be recoverable at all, given the fact that the autopsy didn't even have a time?
Good evening, Navika. I'll just take one quick minute just to highlight 3 very important points. I think the body needs to be graded in terms of the rigor mortis. Rigor mortis is the stiffening of the body after death. You can give a near accurate estimate as to the time of the death. And apparently we don't have a time of death in the autopsy report which has been circulated so far. So our timing actually begins from the approximate time of death, not when we found the body. So the rigor mortis will give us in the autopsy findings as to approximate time of death, which is missing. So it obviously raises a suspicion. There is a host of poisons and drugs which are checked, including antipsychotic drugs, antidepressant drugs, even alcohol or opioids or cannabis drugs or barbiturates. There's a whole list. So it is important to know, important to find out what they have checked. Now, if there is a delay after the rigor mortis has set in, and the rigor mortis establishes well and it's complete in an advanced stage between 12 to 14 hours after death, then it becomes very difficult to find out minute levels or traces of certain toxins or metabolites or drugs or even poisons. The important point here I want to mention is there are 4 important areas which are checked. One is blood, second is urine, third is hair, and fourth is the viscera, including the stomach and the intestinal contents. So if the intestinal contents and the stomach contents are not analyzed, we may miss the diagnosis, so to say. And the hair gives a very important clue because it preserves the toxins and the drugs for many days after death. The nails need to be preserved because that also gives adequate information. So at the present moment, it looks still very, very suspicious. I think I've been saying this for a long time. You need a very, very strong independent agency like CBI now, which has come in to dig out the truth.
The CBI has come in, Dr. Bagai, but can we even question the timing of death, because there were 3 individuals at home who are giving different versions to the CBI. If the body has been sent for autopsy late, then who knows that these 3 people knew more, contacted the police late, the death could have happened even earlier, and all the murder and suicide theories once again come open all over again.
I agree with you, Navika. I've said this for a very long time, that if the initial death scene is contaminated, if the body is sent late for postmortem, if the postmortem is delayed and the autopsy findings are not accurate, we'll never know what really happened. That's why the suspicion, and that's why the central agency which is there. I have no doubt that they will dig out the truth. And at the present moment, at least as an individual, from a medical orientation point of view, I feel that there's some bit of truth which is being suppressed, perhaps hidden, or not been dealt with adequately in the last 65 or 70 days so far.
Aniket Nigam, who explains the delay in sending Sushant Singh Rajput's body for postmortem? And won't the question be natural at this point to ask, was this delay deliberate?
Certainly, Navika, let me put it on record. I mean, you guys, including your channel Times Now, have taken inexorable efforts in bringing out one fact after another. Now, in this case, very surprisingly, from day one, the scene of crime was seen to be contaminated or tampered with. I mean, people were seen coming out and going in. Now, this is something quite unnatural. In all my experience as a criminal lawyer, I have never seen that a scene of offense is being handled in such unprofessional manner. Now, having said that, as the earlier speaker said, rigor mortis is something that will help police identify the investigating agencies now, which is CBI, identify the proximate time of death, because rigor mortis is basically stiffening of body, which happens after a man dies. Now, in this case, there are a lot of questions. Number one, why was there was a delay in sending the body to postmortem report? Number two, why Riya Chakravarti was allowed to visit the mortuary after the body was sent in the mortuary? Number three, why the scene of offense was allowed to be tampered with and people were allowed to come in and go out? Number four, why was the people like Pithani allowed to even access the personal identity cards of Sushant Singh Rajput after the incident? I mean, these are all a lot of questions that CBI will have to...
Well, we have breaking news coming in. In fact, the Mumbai police extremely angry with the media, and they say that we are blocking their investigations. Well, rattled Mumbai police now putting the blame on the media for pointing out all the botch up that they've been doing over the last 2 months. Let's listen in to Vajji asking questions to Mumbai police.
आज क्या प्रॉब्लम झाला आणि या रस्त्यावर सगळे वाहतुकीचे नियम पाळले जातात का सर? सगळे वाहतुकीचे नियम पाळले जातात का? अरे सर, तुम्ही असं धमका का देताय? कोणी सांगितलं तुम्हाला नेमकी? सरकारची सर, कोणी तुम्हाला पेनल्टी मारायला सांगितलं? कोणी तुम्हाला आदेश दिले का सर? आयुक्तांचे आदेश आहेत का सर? आयुक्तांचे आदेश आहेत का तुम्हाला सर? आयुक्तांचे आदेश आहेत का तुम्हाला? फक्त आज क्या प्रॉब्लेम झाला आणि या रस्त्यावर सगळे वाहतुकीचे नियम पाळले जातात का सर? सगळे वाहतुकीचे नियम पाळले जातात का? अरे सर, तुम्ही असं धमका का देताय? कोणी सांगितलं तुम्हाला नेमकी? आदेश आहेत का सर? आयुक्तांचे आदेश आहेत का तुम्हाला सर? आयुक्तांचे आदेश आहेत का तुम्हाला फक्त?
Well, Mumbai police pushing, shoving the media because the media is raising questions on how they've handled this entire case. Was it a deliberate botch-up? Why are there so many holes in the investigation? Why is the Mumbai police so rattled with the questions that the media is bringing up? Why couldn't the Mumbai police investigate this entire case? When the media is being able to do that, why are they so rattled? Mr. P.K. Jain, former ADGP, I want to ask you, the Mumbai police has been found wanting. I want to ask you, isn't there a standard operating procedure on a body that is found in such circumstances through an unnatural death, on when it should be sent for autopsy? Shouldn't there be forensic analysis of the scene of crime immediately when the body is recovered? Why has the Mumbai police carried out such a horrible investigation? Was there deliberate botch-up? Isn't that the natural question for everybody to ask?
So, Navika, the forensic examination of the scene of crime is invariably done, especially in such a high-profile case. Now, I have no reason to and no means to access the investigation conducted by Mumbai police. But I've been hearing the forensic expert stating about something. He apparently was mentioning only about the alcohol part. Dr. Bagga also said the same thing. Alcohol is something which content of which in the blood diminishes with every passing hour. But the poison, etc., and if there are other toxins, they can still be found through other means. That is through the hair, through nails, and through skin.
But sir, the hair and nails, the forensic team went in only after 48 to 50 hours. They couldn't have found anything, and the entire autopsy was not even filmed. Why, sir? Isn't every autopsy supposed to be videographed?
I mean, there's no second thought about it. And secondly, about the time of post-mortem, in fact, I heard on some other channel that they've been questioning that why the post-mortem was conducted at 11 o'clock in the night. So that means if the post-mortem would not have been conducted in the night, where there are the post-mortem places where adequate facilities are made available, and the post-mortem can be conducted 24/7. There's no limit on the.
But then why did they wait till 11 p.m. at night, sir? Why couldn't they have conducted it earlier? Because the body was discovered at around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. What took them 10 hours? What took them 10 hours, sir? Isn't that a valid question to ask? And I want to ask that question from Prateek Som.
See, Navika, apart from these questions, they should also answer that why they compromised on clinching evidence. Point number one, the place of offense. This place of offense, Mumbai made it a jogger's park. Every other person, the neighbors, the media persons, all police who is not related, they were visiting, and all crucial evidence like fingerprints and everything, I'm sure it must have been erased off. Other thing, they have compromised big time on the medical, legal, jurisprudence.
So the only question, Prateek Som, is, was this deliberate or was this just sloppiness of the Mumbai police?
See, whether it is deliberate or not, but the conduct shows that they have really weakened the prosecution case, because I'm sure when these doctors will become...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, big questions arising out of the sting operation that we've done, big questions arising out of the testimony of a friend who acted with Sushant Singh Rajput in Sonchiriya, and now the Mumbai police, totally rattled, pushing and shoving the media. Why are they so rattled? Why? We'll take a short break. We'll be back soon.